For many months their day and night, at the morning and the evening checks, innumerable execution orders were read out. In a temperature of 50 below zero Fahrenheit, the musicians from among the non-political offenders played a flourish before and after each order was read. The smoking gasoline torches ripped apart the darkness. The thin sheet on which the order was written was covered with hoarfrost, and some chief or other who was reading the order would brush the snowflakes from it with his sleeve so as to decipher and shout out the name of the next man on the list of those shot. The passage you provided vividly captures the grim and harrowing reality of the Soviet labor camps, particularly those in the Kolyma region, as recounted in Varlam Shamalov's Kolyma Tales. Shamalov's collection of short stories and memoirs offers a chilling and detailed portrayal of life in one of the most notorious and brutal parts of the gulag system. Kolyma, located in the far northeastern part of Siberia, was infamous for its extreme climate and harsh conditions. Temperatures often plummeted to 50 degrees below zero Fahrenheit, as described in the passage. This extreme cold compounded the already brutal conditions faced by the prisoners, who were subjected to grueling labor, inadequate food, and constant abuse. Shamalov's writings convey the relentless struggle for survival in an environment where nature itself seemed to conspire against the inmates. The passage highlights the psychological torment and dehumanization that prisoners endured. The act of reading out execution orders, accompanied by the macabre ritual of musicians playing a flourish, underscores the perverse normalization of death within the camp. This ritualistic aspect of executions, performed in the freezing darkness illuminated by gasoline torches, reflects the systemic cruelty designed to break the spirit of the prisoners. In Kolyma Tales, Shamalove frequently explores the themes of dehumanization and the stripping away of individual identity. The bureaucratic procedure of execution, where names are shouted out from a frost-covered list, exemplifies the reduction of human beings to mere numbers, their fate determined by the whims of an oppressive regime. The chief brushing snowflakes from the execution orders with his sleeve emphasizes the cold indifference with which these sentences were carried out. The involvement of non-political offenders as musicians playing before and after each execution order adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. In the Gulag system, prisoners were often divided into political and non-political categories, with non-political offenders sometimes receiving marginally better treatment. However, their participation in such rituals demonstrates how the system co-opted individuals, forcing them into roles that further perpetuated the cycle of cruelty and control. Shamalov's purpose in writing Kolyma Tales was to bear witness to the atrocities committed in the camps and to provide a truthful account of the suffering endured by millions. His stories are not merely accounts of physical hardship but also deep explorations of the psychological and moral degradation inflicted by the Gulag system. By recounting these brutal realities, Shamalove aimed to ensure that the horrors of Kolyma would not be forgotten and that the humanity of the victims would be remembered. Against the backdrop of Varlam Shamalov's Kolyma Tales, the passage provided offers a stark glimpse into the nightmarish world of the Kolyma labor camps. It encapsulates the extreme conditions, the bureaucratic coldness of executions, and the pervasive dehumanization that defined life in the Gulag. Shamalov's work serves as a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a poignant reminder of the atrocities that must never be forgotten.